Welcome back to episode 2 of the Knitting Nerds. I'm Frank.
I'm Carlin.
And thank you to all who have watched in the past. We appreciate it. One thing, if you would be so kind as to give us a rating, I think you can give us a star rating on our blog, but if not, then share it with your friends because we would love that, and so we could get more people because
more people.
As we go on, when we hit an anniversary, I would like to do a giveaway of something.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That's what most people do, like 10th episode or something.
Giveaways.
Yeah, I love giveaways. They're awesome. Even though I never win one.
Awesome.
Even though I never win one on Nimble Sticks. Oh well.
Well, you know.
Oh, I actually had to check my Nimble Sticks, see if I won. Because they do a giveaway on Nimble Sticks, like a new yarn or something like that every couple weeks.
Fancy schmancy.
And you just like comment, and then they take all your, all the names and like randomize. Hopefully, I hope they don't just like pick one. Like,
That's a cool name.
They're like, ooh, that's yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if you could share it with your friends, that would be great. Horse.
Horses. The horses are talking to us now.
So now that we have blabbered on for a long time and been interrupted.
You've blabbered on.
That's true. Do you want to go first with your what's on the needles? Oh, except you don't have
okay.
it with you.
So, I forgot to bring the scarf that I'm working on. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll try. Just hopefully my mom's.
But it's really cool. I like the yarn, and it's Cairns Simply Soft 5mm, and it's super fancy. It's all acrylic, but it's super like treated, and so it's really soft and
That's amazing.
very amazing. It's like baby yarn.
Yeah.
So
But
this
it's
is
like
really
bulky
cool.
Here,
Close enough.
I can reach it a little.
So, but
yeah, you see it.
I think I got it at Joann's, so, which is where I get all of my yarn because I'm cheap. So, yep, that's, yep.
Awesome.
But I didn't bring it.
So what's on the needles for me is my
Your sock.
TARDIS / Nimble Sticks themed sock. And it's, I have a pen in here, let me rummage. It is Knitting Pure and Simple Men's Heavyweight Boot Sock, and really easy pattern. I'm modifying it slightly, like with the cuff of it, like the ribbing. I did 2x2 instead of 1x1, which is what they want. It's like knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, but I did knit 2, purl 2. And then they have for finishing the toe, to just like do decreases until there is 8 stitches left, and then break yarn and using a darning needle, gather remaining stitches and weave an end. And to me, that it's supposed to close up the sock nice, but it sounds like it would come undone really easy. You're supposed to like tie a knot in the last loops, but so instead of doing that, I'm finishing with Kitchener stitch, which I don't know if you know what that is.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
Okay. I wasn't sure since you've never knitted socks, but yeah. So I'm gonna do Kitchener stitch for that, and because I've never done it before, but I watched a video on YouTube and it looked pretty easy. So yeah, and I'm doing the foot. I think I have probably like an inch left, and then I'm gonna decrease for toe, and then do the actual toe. And
Should make toe socks.
I know. I'm gonna Google it. It's gonna be hard though.
That would be so cool.
You'd have to knit 10 toes.
But still.
But I know.
You could just make one.
Oh, speaking of toe socks, I have got toe socks.
Toe socks! You would have told me I would have worn my toe socks.
Oh, I thought you got rid of all of them.
Not all of them. Why would I get rid of all of my toe socks?
In the last episode, you were like, I got rid of all my toe socks.
I did not get rid of all of them. I got rid of most of them.
Oh, well, you said all of them. And then I was like, man, that's sad.
I got rid of, I I got rid of my Christmas ones.
Oh,
They had a little Santa on the big toe. It was like, there was like a beard. The big toe had a beard. It was pretty great.
Yeah.
But there was jingle bells on it, and
Ooh.
it got really noisy.
Ooh,
So those were quite annoying. But they were super cute.
Mm. Speaking of coffee, and we're actually gonna have a coffee segment, but let me try and remember your name on Nimble Sticks. Kimberly Elizabeth the First, I believe. We're friends on Nimble Sticks, but you left a comment that on the Nimble Sticks group that you enjoyed the I need caffeination thing that I had said.
Caffeination.
So I think that's going to be one of my new catchphrases.
Let's see how many times Frankie can say Nimble Sticks in this video. Just saying.
It's probably only like 4.
Like 12.
Okay. You can't count all the times I mentioned it before we started filming. Anyway, moving on. We are losing time. So, my TARDIS sock. Oh, speaking of TARDIS sock, after I finish it, I'm going to embroider a T on the top of it.
You should make the TARDIS.
Well, I'm not that skilled in embroidering, but...
Embroidering is easy.
After this, there's...
I made a pillowcase. I made a princess pillowcase. It said princess, and then it had a princess on each other. Cinderella on one side and Sleeping Beauty on the other.
Well, aren't you so awesome with your embroidering skills?
I am. You're just jealous.
Excuse me. I am jealous. But there's this actual knitting pattern that's like color work, and it actually, like the top, the whole leg, has like boxes, so it looks like the TARDIS, and it has like panels within the boxes. And then up at the top on the cuff, it says police box. And that's awesome, and you just do it by like color working, and then and then you just do your favorite heel and
you did it longer.
Foot. I know. I was gonna do it another inch, but like I was so sick of
doing it back and forth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even though I love my endless stockinette stitch, I just my brother is crunching chips in the background. I do love mindless stockinette. I'll just watch like Round the Twist or Doctor Who as of now. I'll talk about that later. Yeah. So my TARDIS socks. Now also, I cannot show it to you because it's my own design. I'm working on it, but it is a Doctor Who. Oh, I didn't know our range was so much, but. It is going to be called the Harriet Jones cowl, inspired by the Prime Minister of England in Doctor Who. Sorry, Doctor. I forgot your title of your show. So yeah, Harriet Jones cowl. I can't show it to you. I'm just gonna put that up there.
Just put it out.
I'm going to be working on that intensely. I'll probably bring it to city camping for like sitting around the fire. And
I have a scarf that I'm gonna bring.
Yeah, awesome. Just sitting
there around the fire with our little knitting.
So yeah, I'm going to be designing that. It's going to be slightly lacy. I'm going to be doing some like double wraps and yarn overs.
Fancy schmancy.
And then I hope to release the pattern as soon as possible. I think I'm going to do a paid pattern. Probably only like a couple bucks, but if it works out good, I'm going to be finagling with it and stuff. And then I hope to do a KAL, which is knit along, with anyone who wants to, and like you could do it if you wanted to, but there's no pressure for a knit along.
No pressure.
You don't have to finish it by date. Like Karen at Round the Twist, like finally finished a KAL from like 3 years ago, just like a few episodes ago. So yeah, no pressure. That would be cool if you made it, so I can know how. I'll probably have you test knit it if you can do that, just so it's not me, so I can know if it works out for other people. But yeah, Harriet Jones cowl. I am having a lot of fun with that, and I'm definitely going to be working on it while I watch Doctor Who.
Yes.
And I'm excited that there's just a new Doctor. I just watched the first episode with, what's his name? What's the guy?
David Tennant.
David Tennant. I like him. I like him as the Doctor.
Everyone likes him as a doctor.
But yeah, again, I'll talk about that later. So, that's all it for UFOs. My finished object.
Finished. I'll go first. Leave my scarf. Fancy schmancy. I made this like a year ago, and I'm not really sure how I made it because I was making it with someone else, and they were like showing me the whole time, and I only actually did about half of it because they were like showing me, and then I would get confused, and then I would do some, and then and I'm like, wait, what am I doing? And then they'd show me, and then I'd do some. So it looks like a double crochet.
Yeah, which
but it's not.
Hold it up.
It's knitted. I don't know how
see that,
I did that.
Sorry,
but
to take you out of the frame.
You're fine. but I don't know really how that happened.
It looks cool.
But it's Red Heart soft yarn. Okay. So back to my scarf. So when I made it, the lady I was making it with didn't have a label on the yarn. And she had a few skeins of yarn in a bag, and she had labels with it. And the label that she pulled out, which was on, there was a label floating, and then there was a label on another yarn, and there was one that looked like this yarn, just different coloring. That was a Red Heart soft yarn, but it looks exactly like the marble chunky yarn. Like it has the same coloring and everything.
And
so.
I can't remember what even the purple right there.
It's like the same color.
Yeah,
so,
I'm pretty sure.
So I made this for you! I made this for you! Because I love you!
Shh. My dad's working. Sorry. So yeah, this is my brother's knitted scarf on the I don't know what the word would be. Heretic loom, knitting loom, which I barely use ever. I don't know how you did this, James. All your knitting on your loom was just weird. Didn't look like any of mine. Anyway, this is not the James show.
This is not the James show. It's the Frank and Colin show.
So, yeah, it looks exactly like marble chunky yarn, so we're going to be like... It's like a little investigation, Scooby-Doo.
Investigation.
I was just gonna do that. Okay, finished objects for me. I have one, and you can see it in the back, in the side. Crochet mat blanket. Hopefully I did not talk about this on the very first episode of my podcast before Carlin joined me. Frank Knits podcast. Crocheted marble chunky yarn, MC30... Either 32 or 33, I can't remember. But it's green, blue, pale green, nice. Very nice, I like it a lot. I'm going to be wearing it. Or using it just to feel good. Actually, no, I shouldn't because it's donation.
Use my blanket.
Yeah. I need to make one that I can actually use because that's going to Grace's house, the retirement home down in Skidda. So, done. We have talked. This episode was like rambly.
We gotta talk about favorite things.
Yeah, favorite things.
Okay, this is the book. It's by the same, okay. So the author of the book I was talking about last time, John Green, he did a collaborative work with Maureen Johnson and Lauren Miracle. And this is their book, and it's 3 separate stories that all go together, and so I'm reading that right now, and I'm almost done with it, and it's amazing, and I really just like all of John Green's books. I've read all of them. This is the last one, and I've actually read most of them more than once. So it's called Let It Snow. It's 3 holiday romances, and it's really good. It's kind of sappy, but that's alright. But it's just super cute, like well-written stories. Like they're not, a lot of like these super sappy like stuff there's like Hallmark written and it's really bad. Oh. But this isn't. This is like, quality writing, and it's not like all sappy. Like there's a real storyline behind it, and it's like an actual good story that makes sense.
Not the predictable
Yeah.
mom or lady works in a corporate office, her dad is losing his job like at like a bakery.
Yeah, I mean,
then gets with a guy who lost his wife and he has 2 kids, usually a boy and a girl or 2 girls.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's every Hallmark movie.
There are some things that are predictable about it, but it's the things that you want to happen. It's like, oh, I really hope this happens, and then it does, and you're like, yay! So I don't know, it's really good. So.
And with Hallmark, it's just like, ooh, yay! I know exactly what's going to happen.
So and it's 3 holiday romances, so you know that they're all gonna end, in love, sappy stuff.
Or do you?
Or do you?
What if, like, you think that, like, all the romances are gonna end happily and, like, 2 of them do?
And then they all die.
Yeah. They'll, like, get in a bus, like, together in a bus.
Die! Just kidding.
We're sick people.
Anyways.
Moving on. The important things. That's a good book.
It's really
and you
good
should
book.
read it, and I will link it in the
Link
show
it.
notes. Awesome. Awesome possum.
Awesome possum.
Yeah. So, anything else for favorite things that you have thought of?
Nope.
Okay then. My favorite things. Doctor Who.
Yes, Doctor Who!
Doctor Who's amazing. I've watched through season 1. Yeah, 1, and I saw like the first episode of episode 2 where like Torchwood is like seriously introduced with like the big... The one thing I didn't like about it is that they totally took the Death Star laser, because there's like 5 beams that go up from around London and then shoot into one and like cause ultimate destruction. But the next episode is like gonna be explaining Torchwood, and that's like when they go back in time to Queen Victoria. Like I just watched like the next time, and it was like Queen Victoria's like running in front of Doctor Who, and she's like, ah! And so I'm interested in seeing that.
It's good, it's good.
And maybe if you wanted to, you should like stick around for a little bit and like we can watch a couple episodes.
I would definitely be okay with that.
Awesome.
I have seen all of it. I mean, I've even watched like the stuff from back like in the 60s when they first started it. Like I've watched all of it.
Oh, geez.
My sisters got super into it like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, yeah, it's alright. And I was like, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good, and I would like sit and watch episodes with them, but I didn't like keep up with it. And then when I was watching it with some friends one time, and I sat and I like watched like all of them. It took me like a month, but I sat and it took me more than a month, but I watched like all of them. And so now I'm like completely obsessed, and I watch them like when they come out and like.
Yeah. Does it get played on like OPB or something, or do you have to watch it online?
Well, you can watch it online, but they play it on BBC.
Oh, it's like that. Like you get the BBC channel.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like with Downton Abbey gets put through because it's like Masterpiece. Because they play Downton Abbey is like on OPB for America, or the public broadcasting channel wherever you are. So like in Mississippi, if like Leslie and Laura from the Knit Girls want to watch it, it'd be like probably MPB or something like that. But yeah, anyway, so it's like BBC channel.
Yeah.
You do not get that.
Oh, you can watch it online. So I usually watch it online though because it comes out earlier online than it does on TV because it comes out London time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Which I like. No offense, I love England. I want to move to England. I want to move to Surrey, but which like I want to buy a cottage. Ever since I saw The Holiday, I wanted that house, but I have decided that I want to buy the one that's right next to it, which is selling for like I think like 234,000 euros right now. I checked online.
You would.
I googled.
You would.
Quaint country cottages in Surrey, England. I
there
did
you
that.
Go.
No offense to England, but I hate that you guys get to watch Downton Abbey way earlier than we do. So like I think like next month you will be able to find out what happens after. That was almost really bad. She hadn't seen season 3. I almost just spoiled the ending. The sad, tragic. Want to pull your hair
Stop
out.
talking. Just stop.
Want to kill the people.
Now that you watch Doctor Who.
No, you will not. You will not do it. Okay, I really don't care if you spoil it for me because it's like it doesn't follow a storyline necessarily like Downton Abbey does, like where you have to see everything to know what's happening.
It once you get more into it, it does.
Okay, well
It
don't.
really does.
Just spare me.
You
Give me mercy.
ruined it.
It was James. It was that treacherous snake. I just said they hire a kitchen
You all
maid.
tell him what happens the season finale.
Don't do it.
Sorry.
Okay, so Doctor Who, I love it. Definitely a Whovian.
Oh yes.
Yeah, definitely a Whovian.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Doctor Who, if you ever watch it, I don't know if you're so busy with school and stuff like that, but Shauna Marie Downs, my friend, and James's friend from Warner, go away. Go away. If you ever watch this, because I'm about to talk about something that involves you. Okay, you're probably gone. So, just turn it off. Shauna, since you are a Whovian, a deep Who. Hello, our video cut out and we were uploading it onto my computer so we had space on our camera, but as I was saying, Shauna, if you're watching this, which I'm very doubtful you are, but even if you are, go away. Go on. Leave. Okay. I have figured out what my Christmas knitting is going to be. Mainly two things. Well, a few things. But first of all, I'm knitting my friend Shauna Tardis socks because she's a big Whovian. And so I think I'm gonna do it out of the same yarn, even though it's not the exact shade.
Mm-hmm.
The Tardis is a bit darker, but
Yeah.
I don't care. I love this yarn, and it's super tough. So because it has nylon in it, it's like 75 wool. No, I think it's like 50% wool, like 40% acrylic, and 10% nylon. So it's like it'll stay good. So then you can wear them to England whenever you have to go there in the summer for your school. Cause yeah, she's going to school online, but she has to like go to England every summer, and so she can show off her Tardis socks. So yeah, I'm doing that. Also, Mom, James, and possibly Dad.
Possibly.
I don't know. I'm still debating because he does not wear. I know he doesn't wear hats and scarves, but he might wear gloves for taking pictures at 1 in the morning. So yeah, all of you people, go away for a moment. I know I'm going. The only thing that my mom will wear is fingerless gloves. So
Love fingerless gloves.
yeah, she won't wear a cowl because she's all like iffy about her neck. Like she doesn't wear turtlenecks and stuff like because she'll like gag. And anyway, she doesn't wear a scarf. She doesn't wear shawls because that's too 70s. Even though 2013 is typically 70s.
Well, you know.
Like because I really want to knit the shipwreck shawl. Like after seeing Karen from
Make
Round
it
the
for
Twist.
James.
No, I'm not going to all that trouble because it's like it takes 5,000 beads.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
yeah,
not gonna do that for James. No. Yeah. So I think I'm going to make her fingerless gloves and a scarf. She will actually wear scarves.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, I might make them for James if he is nice to me. Which, doubtful about that, but, and then maybe Dad for late night camera shooting, because he does that all the time.
Love fingerless gloves.
Caffeination.
They're great. Caffeination time. Dun, 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 dun.
That's good. My throat has been dry. We've been talking so much in and out of filming. So yeah, Christmas knitting must get put underway right away. At once, if I'm to finish and not leave people disappointed. What was that beeping? Sounded like a fan. Anyway. Oh no! I am stepping off camera. I forgot to get my endangered species yarn out of my yarn stash. Keep them entertained.
Okay.
Tell a funny story.
So now apparently I'm keeping you entertained. So I don't really know what to talk about. I don't know. I'm not a very fun. Just go away. Go away. I got this. I got this. Maybe I don't got this. See, this is why we don't put Carlin on camera by herself. Because she talks to herself in third person. And now Frankie's back. Yep, I totally kept them entertained. It's all good.
I think that was entertaining.
Toad's got this.
My endangered species yarn is the last one I'm going to be doing right now. Sorry, but last hank of Crown Mountain Farms in the colorway In the Skies. I'm out of breath now. Because I ran up the stairs. Approximately 200 yards, just like the other ones that I've talked about. Oh no. This will actually not be my last one because the episode that we filmed.
The other one. Yeah.
Because I thought it was already up there, but I forgot. So there will be one more of these. But gauges, size 1 needles. On the size 1 needles, 7 stitches for 1 inch of yarn. Super nice. I have yet to get bamboo needles size 1. I have acrylic or tin ones, aluminum. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Native, the boy crochet hooks. Yeah. Aluminum sucks with this yarn because it's so slippery, like on it, and like flies off.
I bet.
And it like the yarn is so slippery that like every time I try to go into a stitch, like it rotates.
Have you tried using plastic needles?
No, I have not. I've never knit with plastic.
It's really weird. But I'll look and see if I have any size 1 plastic ones because those ones would be less slippery.
Oh yeah.
Than the aluminum ones.
Yeah. I'd love to do bamboo, and I need a size 1 set anyway.
Ones,
But this would be. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I'll have enough to do a shawl. I can't remember what yardage you need for Lala's simple shawl. Lala or a liniment from the Knit Girls. Really great, really simple shawl. Really good for like introduction to basic lace.
Yeah, I bet.
Stuff.
What?
Have you seen the pattern?
Which one?
Well, it's called Lala's Simple Shawl.
The lacy one?
It's not super lacy, but it has like stockinette, and then it has like a row of like holes looking ones, and like more stockinette. It's like, I'll show it to you after we're done filming, but I'm like, how do you know about Lala's shawl?
I know everything.
Yeah, I think you need like 390 yards to do that, so this will not work. But I know that with the other two, I'm doing a mismatched set of socks. I might use some of this yarn. I really don't want to use partial on this because it's so valuable to me because it's dead. So that's of its kind. Klaus, come back to me. The dyer, Crown Mountain Farms, has moved to Germany as of now. It's August. He's bound to be gone. His phone is disconnected, so he has to take care of his parents because they're sick and elderly. But I want you to come back or like start up your company from Germany. But I love your yarn. I wish I had known about you. I would have bought some of your fiber. I would have gotten Layla a bump of Layla. But yeah. Last segment, coffee, which you drink it all.
I drank all my coffee.
I have plain old Folgers with Coffee Mate powder creamer, the original, and like with this cup, like 4 spoons of sugar.
That's nasty. That's just nasty. Oh, generic coffee with generic creamer. Oh, it's gross.
Well, aren't you just so primrose perfect about your coffee?
I'm so picky about coffee. It's gotta be like the fancy foo-foo, or not foo-foo. I like black coffee, but it has to be fancy black coffee. It can't be like Folgers. It needs to be like good. And I like grind my coffee and then make it like right then. Like we don't like pre-grind stuff.
See, Folgers is what I've grown up on. Since I was 6 years old, I've drank Folgers. Okay. We've always done Folgers, and so I have been like, seriously, like it's like evolutionary adaptation.
Yeah,
this is the only coffee that gives me like the kickstart, like wakes me up. I can drink other coffee, like a double shot of espresso with some vanilla, like a vanilla latte.
Yeah.
With it, like 1 or 2 shots of espresso, that'll wake me up. But I don't have time to go to a
coffee. Coffee doesn't like it doesn't like wake me up. I mean, it just like, I don't know.
Like refreshes you.
It's just like if I don't drink it, I get a headache.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Like it's like because I'm addicted to it,
me
which is
too.
bad. But my dad is the same way. I mean, he's been drinking coffee since he was like 15, and he's like almost 50. So it's like an everyday. Like if he doesn't drink it, he
gets migraine.
He's really grumpy, and I'm like, Dad, go drink your coffee because you're scaring me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if I don't drink coffee, I'll get a headache.
Yeah.
And like I can drink Starbucks and not get it, but like Folgers is like it's like life insurance for me that I won't get a headache if I drink like 2 of these.
Wow.
It's probably a bad thing because I'm like if I drink 2 cups of this, that means I'm ingesting 8 spoons of sugar.
Well, you know.
Just 8 spoons of sugar helps life go down. Life go down.
There you go. That's a great happy song. Do you want your life to go down? Just add 8 spoons of sugar to your coffee every morning and it will go swimmingly, my darlings. No.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and have coffee segment.
No.
Kind of like, okay, I admit it, you've caught me red-handed if you've ever seen my quiz. Yeah, but you can still say what you were drinking. But we're gonna be doing it every week, hopefully. I'm gonna steal some of my mother's K-Cups and have some nice Tolly's coffee. I love Tolly's coffee.
There you go.
It's tasty. So yeah, you wanna talk about your coffee instead of texting?
I'm not texting. Snapchat. I'm really picky about coffee. There's this little coffee shop in Sandy, the Rocket House Coffee. It's really yummy.
Yeah. Our friends own it.
Yes, and they have their caramel rocket, which is like one of their like signature drinks, and it's really really yummy. Yeah. And I like caramel a lot.
Yeah, I do
so
too.
That's what I get. And they have this coffee called the PMS mocha. And it's like it's like everything chocolate. It's just like chocolate on top of chocolate on top of chocolate, and it's amazing.
That's awesome.
It's so good. It's like chocolate mocha with like chocolate, and it has like chocolate whipped cream, and then it comes with like a chocolate covered coffee. Oh, it's really good. That's another one that's definitely high on the list.
Those McCags.
Oh.
Those McCags are very creative.
Very creative
mocha. I'll have to get that and give it to my grandma.
It's pretty good.
Here, have a PMS mocha.
Have my PMS mocha, and you're just kind of like.
Have a good week. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Please share with your friends, your knitting friends, your
crocheting friends,
your dyeing friends. As in yarn dyeing friends, like
yes.
DYE.
Yes.
And your spinning friends. Because I'll just throw it up here. Drop spindle, crappy yarn, because I've hardly done any drop spindling, but I don't know. I still have a spinning segment. What did I do?
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyways, have a good week and be happy and knit happy.
Oh yeah, happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
There we go.
That's what I've said before. People like happy knitting.
Happy knitting. Happy crocheting.
Happy spinning and happy dyeing.
Happy dyeing.
Okay.